Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations 2014 Voyager Roadbuster, and I love this toy. This guy is an update to the old record Roadbuster, and I think he looks absolutely amazing. I am really liking what they've done with this new vehicle mode. This guy is released in July of 2014 and is currently hitting store shelves as of the time of this recording. And it's retailing for approximately $20 to $25. Here in vehicle mode, Roadbuster is approximately 6 inches tall and about 2 inches tall at the top here, and he rolls very well. I absolutely love what they've done. The original Roadbuster, which we're going to be taking a look at here in a minute for comparison, but the original Roadbuster was kind of a military Jeep looking vehicle, and I kind of like this. In the Army, we went from the old Willie Jeeps, we went to the more armored looking Humvees, and I think this is a natural progression for this guy. He went from a Jeep looking military vehicle to a more armored Humvee-esque kind of looking vehicle, and I really like it a lot. He's got a whole bunch of weapons. We're going to be going into those in a minute here, but without the weapons, this vehicle mode reminds me a lot of, say, a Bulkhead from Transformers Prime. It really reminds me a lot of that you got that armored vehicle with a lot of detail, and I just really love the way this looks. It just looks like a big armored Humvee type of armored vehicle, and possibly supercharged. You got these things back here, so you think that it makes it look like he could go very fast. I don't know. So I'm really enjoying this vehicle. Just taking a closer look here, you see there's a lot of decals. This guy came with a lot of stickers. If you're into that like I am, I love putting stickers on toys. You're gonna love this. If you're not the kind of person that likes putting stickers on toys, be prepared if you're gonna be getting this guy, because you're gonna be spending about 20-30 minutes putting stickers on him. But I love it. I think he looks great, and I'm really enjoying this guy. Setting him back a little bit, I'm going to bring in all these weapons. This guy came with a bunch of weapons, and this is really cool. I really enjoy everything that he comes with. Taking a look at this guy right here, it's kind of like a shotgun here, and it's got the handles kind of on a swivel. So you can just turn that up and down, and you can see he's got a port on the side as well as he does on the top there. So these weapons are kind of, I'm going to call them modular. You can kind of mix and match and put them all together and come up with all kinds of crazy combinations for weapons. And if you look on the vehicle, he's got a bunch of ports on the sides and on the tops here. So you could put weapons all over him, or you can just combine them all into one big giant weapon. It's so much fun, and so many different combinations of things that you can do. He's got this little, looks kind of like a missile pod here. I really like that. Then he's got this other handgun here, and he's got kind of like a bazooka looking thing here, and then he's got his hand rifle. And the bazooka is cool. I like the bazooka because you can also, it's got this kind of a hollow slot on the side, on the top there, so you can kind of plug that into the handle there and kind of make it a sort of a scope kind of thing, like a Megatron looking scope. So I like that too. And then he's got this big cannon here, and it's got a missile. It's spring loaded. You press on the top here, missile goes flying. So yeah, this guy's got all kinds of combinations. And if you're familiar with my reviews, I'm not a fan of putting weapons on top of the vehicle unless it's something that it's obviously meant to do so. And that's the case with this guy. I really like putting the weapons on this guy, and like I said, you can combine them all. Say, let's put this guy on here, and this guy, we can put this guy up here, and then you can put this guy on the side here. You can just combine them into all kinds of crazy stuff. You can put missiles over here on the side, and that's just one of many possibilities. I'm just going crazy here, doing it off the cuff. Usually what I like to do is I like to get the smaller gun and put it on the side here. It just kind of looks natural to me. That gun sitting there on the side looks kind of natural to me. And then I like to take the missiles and actually do them the other way. Put the missiles over here on this side. And then I like to take the shotgun and put it over there. And that actually looks kind of natural to me. If you ask me, in my opinion, that looks natural, having those there and there. And then I like to put this big cannon on the top here. And that's about it. That's about all I like to do with this guy. I don't like to go too crazy putting too many weapons on it. I think that looks natural enough. But if you want to keep going, you can. We can mount this guy here. We can put the bazooka on top of that so it looks like it's got a sight. Or you can put it actually This might look even better if we put the bazooka on the side here. That actually looks like it belongs there. So, and then you can take the machine gun, or the hand rifle rather looking one's not going to fit so well on the side, so maybe we'll put this guy on the top, and then we'll put this guy here. So there you go. There's another way of doing it. Me personally, I'd rather just do this. This is my personal favorite. When I, my own preference is to have just the cannon on the top, the missile pod on the side, and either or on this side, either the handgun or the bazooka, either just one or the other, not both. That's my personal preference. I think that looks good like that. So, but like I said, as you can see, all the weapons kind of mix and match. So, another thing that they can do here on this one small gun with the swivel handle, he's got a slot on the bottom here. So you can take this back part of the rifle and you can actually slot it in there. And then it just makes for kind of like a longer buttstock for it. So if you want to do that, you can put that there as well. And that it's getting a little too much for me personally. Like I said, that's my favorite right there. That's the way I like to put them when I've got them in vehicle mode. So I'm gonna take these off real quick, and we're gonna do a quick size comparison, or not so much size comparison. Let's have a look at him with his original G1 counterpart. And you can kind of see the differences and the similarities as well. You can see all the cues, all the different colors. The color pattern is obviously all the same. And as you can see with the original, you also had guns mounted on the side, the top. You got missiles mounted on the side. So I kind of try to follow suit with that. So you can see all the cues that were taken from this guy, and they're very comparable in size as well. Very good beefy size on both of these guys. So there you go. There's a look at both of these before and after. So, getting into transformation, I'm going to also take that out. And let's see, we got all our weapons are out. So we're ready to go into transformation. Transformation on this guy is fairly simple. I'm going to start with the, you want to split the front and the back halves of this vehicle. They are tabbed in on the sides here and here. And then you want to just go ahead and grab them from the front here of the windshields and just kind of pull up on that, while at the same time, see the tab there and another slot there. Just you want to kind of do those both at the same time. Go ahead and these are going to be the feet, so you're going to go ahead and take this whole thing and extend it out like that. One thing of note here, these knee pads here, these are going to be the knee pads. What you're going to want to do with these knee pads is you're going to want to bring them all the way up like that, and then bend the bottom of the foot down from here. I've seen that a lot of people transform them like that, and then they have trouble when they're trying to stand them up, like one leg will be longer than the other. So if you want to avoid that kind of problem, you want to go ahead and bring those knee pads all the way up and then fold them down there. Go ahead and separate the legs, come around the back. The wheels are just going to fold in just like so. The feet are tabbed in right here. Just go ahead and untab those, turn them, untab and turn. Now if you look at him from the front, you're going to see he looks like he's got big old clown shoes. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring the foot back. And let me do it on this side so you can see what's going on here. He's got kind of like a geared tooth joint right here. And then he's got this pin joint here. So what you're going to want to do is bring him back and then kind of bringing him a couple of clicks over like so. You're going to want to do that on both sides. And what that's going to do is when he's standing, his feet are not going to be so big. He's not going to have big giant clown shoes. And at the same time, he's going to have his heels are going to go a little further back. So it's going to help with stability. So you're going to want to do that. And that's also one thing that we're going to have to, you're probably going to see me fiddle with that once we get him in the complete robot mode and try to stand him up. You're probably going to see me fiddling with that some more. So getting back to the rest of the transformation, we're probably going to want to adjust this and bring it up. Okay, so the arms you can probably see right here, arms there and there on the side. These are tabbed in at the top of the hood right here. So you want to unpeg those, and then they're also pegged in on the inside of the forearm to that slot there. So you just kind of push down on it, and then you can bring it out just like so. And then these guys right here are going to become the shoulders. So these guys are going to swivel all the way out and up. Out and up on that side like that. Take the arms, turn them around. Right here, I guess you could call this the forearm. It's connected to the bicep on a tab right there. You want to untab that, and that's going to bring the arm down. Same thing on both sides. Take the headlight covers here. You're going to flip these guys down, rather. You're going to flip them in. Bring the hood straight down. This hood's got a tab right there. It's going to peg into that slot there. And there is Roadbuster in robot mode. And I think this guy looks awesome. Now, here we go. We're going to have to fiddle with the feet some here to get him to stand straight. And I find myself doing this for about a minute or so, and then once I get those clicks in right for his feet, then he's pretty steady. But it's probably going to take me, because I'm on camera and things don't like to go right when I'm on camera, it's probably going to want to fight with me some. So there we go. That's not bad, actually. That didn't take terribly long. He's a little back heavy. We're going to want to... There we go. I think that did it. Yep. So there he is. There is Roadbuster in robot mode. This guy looks gorgeous. Just take a look at this guy. Let me bring the camera down a little bit. Here in robot mode, Roadbuster is approximately 6 inches tall. As far as articulation goes, he's got a ball-jointed head, so he can go up and down, side to side. The shoulders, you can go all the way around, and you can go in and out on these guys. Are geared. You can hear the ratchet joints there. You got a bicep swivel. You've got a rotation at the elbow. You got a kind of a double jointed elbow here and here, so you can move it here. You can also move it there. No waist rotation, unfortunately, but you have a universal joint at the hips there, so you can go in and out some. You're hindered by this this armor plate here, but you can also go forward and backwards. You've got some rotation at the hip as well. Again, a little hindered because of the armored plate. You saw the double articulation on the knee already, and you've seen the articulation for the ankle there, which can be a little bit tricky. So we're going to see if we can get him standing properly, and then we're going to start loading him up with weapons. Now, what I like to do with him, and again, this is me just taking cues from the original figure. So what I like to do, bringing all his weapons in, I like to take the small gun, and I like to plug it in right here. And I like to take the missiles. Was it the missiles that I was doing? I think it might have been the missiles. Just plug in the missiles there. A lot of people like to put the missiles on the shoulder. Again, this guy's got pegs and ports everywhere, so you can put you can put any weapon pretty much anywhere you want. I like to put the big missile cannon there. One thing to note, actually, real quick before I put that on there, on these weapons that have the swivel handles, if you notice, the handles are actually off-centered on these guys. Let me see if we can get a good shot of them there. You can see on the missile one, it's more to the left, where on the short one it's more to the right, and that's so that when you mount it on the shoulders, you're actually going to want to mount them in this configuration. If you mount them the other way around, then these weapons are going to get a little too close to his head. Unless you like that, you prefer that look, but I think that these are actually meant to go like this. So I like to put that cannon there. And in fact, I like to put, at this point, I like to take this short one and put it on the rifle. Kind of like that, give him a proper buttstock to the rifle, and just give him that to handle. And you can actually give him like some double-handed wielding poses. It looks pretty good. And then with the bazooka, let's see, what are we going to do with the bazooka? Let's mount it to the side of the cannon here. So it's kind of like a scope. Since the original figure had a bazooka on the shoulder, it was the missile firing weapon, but it looked more like the bazooka. So I'm just going to go ahead and mount those there. So there you go. And then, you know what? Just for the sake of aesthetics for the video, let's do this. Let's give him a weapon in each hand and try to get him standing nice and straight here for us. Like I said, you're going to have to fiddle with the feet some, but once you get him in a good position, he stands pretty sturdy, and he can get into some really, really cool poses. So, yeah, there he is. Let's see, he's kind of towed in, isn't he? Let's see if we can point those out some. He's not really wanting to play with me today. What's going on? Come on, Roadbuster. I'm trying to show you off and make you look good on camera. There we go. So that's a good pose for him. Let me bring that up a little bit. There you go. There's Roadbuster with all his weapons. I think that looks really, really cool. Now for comparison real quick, here he is once again with his G1 counterpart. So you can see all the differences and all the similarities as well. Now the original is a little taller as well, but as you can see with the original, he had that gun mounted on the shin there. That's kind of why I like to put that gun on the new one. the shin there, and he's got missiles on the other side, so I like to put the missiles there. And then if you look at the top, he's got kind of like a bazooka looking weapon with the missile firing gimmick, so that's why I kind of like to put the bazooka and the missile on this shoulder here. So there you go. There you can see the similarities and the differences between the new one. I think they've done a very, very good job with this new Roadbuster. The more I play with them, the more I like them. Like I said, the legs can be a little fiddly, but and you know, I'm kind of rushing it because I'm doing it for the video. I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible. But you sit there and you fiddle with the legs a little bit. Once you get the feet in a good position, he's very sturdy and he holds positions very well. And you can get him into some really, really cool poses. And then if you're not a big fan of putting stickers, then just beware. This guy comes with a big sticker sheet, and you're going to be putting stickers on him quite a bit. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers Transformers Generations 2014 Voyager Roadbuster. Please leave me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.